Alright, so hello everyone, and welcome back to Contradiction. In the previous episode, we have met Ryan, the Atlas leader. We also, in the previous episode, we managed to crack Emma, finally. I mean, she's like the easiest one so far. She's the easiest one to crack. What else? We found out about Atlas using masks. Oh yeah. What is this? Atlas freedom phrase. I don't remember that. We found some leaves. We found out about a student who committed suicide. I think it wasn't a suicide, but his name was Liam. And not that many people knew him, but I think Liam is somehow connected to Kate, which is very scary. Okay. So my theory for now is that like Atlas using Salvia Divinorum plant to like make students have hallucinations, then they sort of like manipulate them into like drowning people for like a I don't know. It's just like, why are my eyes so watery today? It's my theory, but this is pretty much where it's going. We are 19% so far. Let's go and talk to people. Let's go talk to I forgot the guy's name.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Alright, what have we asked him? We asked him about a packet of dried leaves, but he said that it contains mint leaves, even though it doesn't. Let's ask about Liam's death.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Plant science. Wasn't Liam's year, but on different course. James' degree is in plant science. I heard about Liam after he killed himself, never met him. Alright, let's ask about Salvia Divinorum.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum, James?
What's that, skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of Salvia?
No.
Didn't you just tell me that you finished the degree? Plant science, right. Okay.
Aha.
Yeah.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of Salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it.
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
Alright.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
Recording.
The only drug he grows. Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Yeah. Alright, let's ask about hand symbol carving.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
He's always turning to the side when he's like lying, I guess. Atlas phrase.
Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Never heard the phrase before. Three-finger symbol used in Satanism. Hasn't seen anyone local using the symbol. Grows salvia for his private use only. Uses salvia for meditation. Doesn't grow any other drugs. Liam's death. Wasn't Liam's year but a different course. Heard about Liam when he killed himself. Never met him. Pocket contains mint leaves. Won some cookery competitions. I mean, we already have found out that it doesn't contain mint leaves, but we can try. But I don't. Grow sulfate in his private use only. Oh, right. He once told me that he used to sell something to Simon and Emma. I need to find it. Oh, wait. Traded his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew.
Aha. When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay,
Then
so what
tell
happened
me,
then?
Yeah.
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Third
Go
eye.
on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you could tell.
Obvious.
I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. You know, I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, the US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third eye definitely killed Liam.
Third eye. But
Well,
that's
that
the
was a
symbol.
lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about third eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
The truth about the third eye. Do not join this dangerous cult. Third eye are, oh god, grooming and controlling students. I cannot read that. It's too small. Do not join. It says like Liam Rogers. God. The thing is, that symbol on the mask we saw with a moon. The guy said it's the moon. Ryan said it's the moon. Let's go.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Thank you so much. Was was a lot to take in. That's right. Let's go see Rebecca first. Let's go see Rebecca.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Let's start with a hand symbol.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay.
Either Rebecca doesn't really know what's happening in Atlas, or she's just hiding what he's doing. I mean,
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
over nothing. What if you kill someone? Doesn't mean it's nothing.
Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
Do you know that your, husband had an affair? Okay, sorry. Thanks, James Wilson is a fantasist. James casts spells in the woods. Her James grows cannabis. No truth to the flyer. Knows about the free to be free phrase. Believes people can get hung up on guilt. Doesn't recognize the three finger symbol. Was in a band called Blackstone. They used to let Blackstone play in the pub.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I'll be back. I can't really connect thoughts for now to have a contradiction. I will be back. Let's go see Emma and Simon.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Alright, hi. You need to help us here.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong.
Like kill someone.
I don't agree with that.
No?
Yeah.
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
He does agree with that though. Okay, alright. I heard the phrase when she attended Atlas, phrase about not feeling guilty. Doubts, Simon agrees with it fully. He does though. The way he was acting in the end of the last episode was like...
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Okay, saw the flyer while at college last year. Doesn't believe anything James says.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let's see Simon. Hi, Simon. Let's ask about this.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
But when I showed you the mask, what did you tell me? I showed you the mask though, haven't I? Oh, he didn't say anything about the symbol, huh? Haha, interesting. But that's the symbol. That's the symbol. Believes guilt doesn't serve any useful purpose. Finger symbol refers to the three freedoms.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I think Simon is gonna be the toughest guy to crack. Alright, let's go through the woods again in case we'll find something.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's ask about the freedom phrase.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Phrase about getting rid of guilt and self-doubt. Ryan invented the phrase. Phrase invented while based at the village hall. Ryan has a background in psychology. Okay.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Sorry.
Liar. 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 Okay, here I think. Here.
Aha. Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask, then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Ryan's definitely hiding something. Okay. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Only knows what he heard about Third Eye. Where else can we catch him on a lie?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Alright, yeah, we'll be back.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the three freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The three what?
The three freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past, or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Right up.
With Third Eye.
Aha. According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Yeah, I noticed.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. There was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. I thought that was an end to it. But then James and his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello.
Your wife.
I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later.
Who is it?
That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well,
Yes.
I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
I want 8 p.m.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac.
Big
You
man.
do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
Oh, but I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
I like Big Mac.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
We don't need any
That's as maybe, but we
No,
need...
that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you.
The guy is.
Well, Paul said he doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family. And I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Alright, let's start from the beginning.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped down to the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Yeah, we know that. Only met Kate a few times. Last saw her at the meeting on Friday around 7 p.m. Possibly spoke to her. Kate was drunk. We know that.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving licence.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Thank you. Scary. Sorry.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
It's gonna be a fun conversation.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Why?
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or her killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
I have an idea. I think it's Emma's. Okay. Alright. Kate's argument.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
No, okay, let's ask about this.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
I know. Okay, let's ask about the mask.
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
Oh. Okay, hasn't seen the mask before. Thinks mask is from Monarch Costumes. Ryan uses the shop.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
Business started last year. Dried leaves?
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Ryan. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Shame. Huh. Doesn't recognize the leaves. Rebecca would know about the leaves. Yeah. Liam's death?
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
Says Liam was bright, confident, and outgoing. Knew Liam had personal problems. Was it Atlas the night Liam died? Didn't see Liam after the course. Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar. Okay.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug. Okay. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
The guy's giving me chills. Like, I'm serious. Let's ask about three finger symbol.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Yeah.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause.
Commitment.
Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second.
So...
The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it? I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
Finger symbol, student's idea. Atlas encourage ideas over morality. Reluctantly abides by the law. It's kind of weird. Okay.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs. All that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
What's that mean?
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Phrase designed to summarize Atlas objectives. Course objective to free students from their past. Students encouraged to free themselves from guilt. No place for guilt in business. It might not be in business, but like, what about like your life? Because business is like your career, pretty much, right? It's supposed to be your career. So like, what if you do something wrong? What if you hurt someone? What if you what if you hurt someone in your life? Somebody you care about? Or you're just not gonna feel guilty? Let's ask about the third eye.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda.
Yes.
I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Well, these things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Yeah. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And third eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Okay, fair, I guess. Third eye, Paul's idea. Third eye, very similar to Atlas. Liam's death was unavoidable. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
So,
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
I think Paul is weird. I think Paul is weird as hell. We can't really see James now because we have nothing new. Let's maybe try calling our chief. And then, what then? Looking for contradictions? Or should we go to Atlas and like...
Go on, Jenks. Surprise me.
Chief, lots of new information for you.
Oh, hang on. Let me sit down. Go on.
You know that cult I was telling you about? Well, it turns out it was Atlas all along. They were the same thing.
You don't say.
And the student... How did you know that?
It was pretty obvious, Jenks.
Right. Well, the student who died last year, Liam, was a student there. They had to change their name after he died and were forced into an out-of-court settlement with the family.
Dodgy bunch.
Also, I met Paul Rand, finally. He's worse than Ryan, doesn't give a straight answer to anything.
What did he say about Liam?
Not much, other than that he was drinking throughout the course.
So we've got 2 heavy drinkers and 2 suicides in 2 years. They must be proud. Push him some more. See what you can get out of him.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Chief.
Interesting. Okay. Push on him, right? Go ahead to Brandon House, go behind. Oh, I think here we can like... Oh, the car has appeared. Okay. Okay.
let yourself go. Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Then break free. Excellent, Hannah.
Well,
Could you come back later, please?
what's going on here?
Please, leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by.
Leave.
Okay.
He's not very happy about it. I'm sure we could wait. I'm sure we didn't need to, like, interrupt it. If we
What on
would...
earth was that about? Looked like they were burning woolen dolls. A woolen doll burning ceremony. What a very odd
No,
course
I
this
think-
is.
I think if we would have stayed and looked for we would see more things, like, without the need to interrupt them. I'm just not gonna open the door because he's busy. Okay. Alright, let's go see... What is it? What is that? What is that? Show me. A remote control for some sort of lock was found outside the Atlas training course. Lock tile. Remote control lock. Okay.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think it was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
Heard about doll burning, didn't do anything like that when she went. Okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Alright, Simon, tell me. Tell me.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind,
So you hypnotise yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized.
Okay.
But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
Yeah.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's visit Emma and ask about this.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
Uh-huh. Has never tried auto-hypnosis herself, but Kate used auto-hypnosis as self-meditation.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
This whole Atlas thing is so weird. It's so weird.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Alright, let's ask about doll burning ceremony.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
Doesn't know anything about doll burning.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah?
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? Do you go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. And you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen.
So that's what happened to
You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
She drowned. I'm guessing it has something to do with this. Auto-hypnosis is another name for scrying. Scrying possible without a mirror. Sold a scrying mirror to Kate Wine. Okay, let's ask about doll burning.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
He's a genius, huh? Doll burning was Ryan's idea. Okay.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all?
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar, and he told me... He told me they don't let students do that at the course. I can't find it at the moment. Oh god. Here, Atlas don't allow drugs or alcohol on this site.
Aha. So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Let's hope.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, let's go then. Show map, Atlas. Enter the Atlas building.
So the kitchen must be down the corridor there, if what Paul said is true.
Corridor? I hope nobody's there.
Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Okay. Try a DVD from the pile. Oh no, it's boring, I think.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins.
Sins.
Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society. I'm going to show you that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite hell-bent on preventing you from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be. Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage.
Yeah, and you will
Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition. Welcome to Atlas.
The acting is on another level, so good. Okay, let's try. Oh yeah. Let's try this.
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
Yeah. What the hell? I'm so confused. What are we supposed to do with that? Look for Emma?
A few more questions, please.
Suspicious DVD.
Have you seen this before?
No. Don't think so.
Okay. Simon?
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I'm sure Simon will have a...
Have you seen this before?
No? This
No.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. I
Be
thought-
back later on,
I
if that's
thought
okay.
That he would. Remote control. Like what? A car? Let's try a car. That wasn't a car. Okay. Bikes. Guitars.
So, those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
Okay, Ryan's guitar collection. Collection of guitars belonging to Ryan was seen in the garage of Brandon House. Okay, I thought we were gonna open the car. Okay. Is it okay to ask?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
About this. Oh, okay, no. Let's ask about this first.
Seen this before?
The writing looks familiar, but no.
The writing is familiar. Thinks the writing looks familiar. It doesn't recognize the DVD.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan? Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
Doesn't mean it's not his. Ryan can't play the guitar. Ryan couldn't have become professional.
Okay, that's it for now.
Interesting.
Thank you.
I think it's somebody's. Might need to stop the episode. I'll go talk to our people first.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
We're gonna stop.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognise it?
No. Should I?
No. Doesn't recognize the DVD. James would know about Ryan's musical ability.
Thank you.
He would
Probably
know.
be back later.
Okay. Who would? Simon and Emma? Emma should. Okay. Let's go ask her. Oh no.
A few more
Emma,
questions, if you
surprise
don't
me,
mind.
please. Surprise me.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well.
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
But why did you lie to me then? Ryan once offered to buy Emma's guitar. Used to sing in a pub band called Blackstone. Band often played at the pub. Was once offered a singing contract. But why is she lying to me that she doesn't really know? Liam. Liam was in that band. Okay.
Aha.
Okay.
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including
Are you
Liam?
lying?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Emma, why are you lying to me? I thought you're not gonna do that. Band often played at the pub. Was once offered a singing contract.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, we haven't talked to Rebecca in a while, actually. Let's go see Rebecca. That'll be our last conversation. Oh yeah, we haven't talked to her in a while. Yeah, okay.
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them?
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
Ouch. Just practicing, okay. Made the dolls for Ryan, knows that doll burning is used on the course, okay?
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Suggested hypnosis similar to persuasion. Said Atlas used persuasion techniques. Sorry.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
Doesn't recognize the DVD. Suggested asking Ryan.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. It's sad, really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
Ryan wastes money on guitars. Lets Ryan play in his room. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
We're gonna stop here. God, I love this game, honestly. I didn't think I would enjoy it so much. We're on 41%. That's cool. We will save the game. Yes. So we'll replace game 1 with a copy of the current game. Yes. Okay, can't wait to play it. We're almost at half. And we've had 3 episodes so far. So I'm guessing like 6-7 episodes will be done. In 3 to 4 episodes will be done. Emma has 4 contradictions so far. Ooh, I feel bad for her. She's such a liar. Yeah, alright, we're gonna stop here. If you want to see more of the contradiction, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel. That was all for today. Thank you very much till the very end of this video, and I hope we'll see each other next one. So thank you for watching, and